That shit's gas. What a day today, bro. 3 A+ setups played out today. So we're gonna go ahead and just recap over how exactly I took those trades, what I was looking at, where I exited, and all that good stuff. All right. So pre-market. Let's go to the. I was looking at pre-market on the 30-minute time frame because I'll tell you guys why. Price was already retesting this previous resistance level that I was looking to tap yesterday as we bounced off the support at 652. So I had a neutral bias at market I had a neutral bias pre-market because I thought we were gonna either break above and keep running up towards 670 or reject and come back down to 650. So that's what I was looking at pre-market. Now when the market opened, I already had confirmation levels for if price broke above that resistance or if price broke below that resistance. So we came up a little bit and we kind of wicked off. So I liked that rejection that we had off the resistance at 660. So I was looking to play the downside. I hopped in around here, 658.86. Now the reason I hopped in there is because that's where I had my confirmation level set. Yeah, I had my confirmation level set because that was just a resistance level that I noticed we had. Let me mark it right now. 658.91. So around there is where I entered, and I had my first price target right here at 657.15. We had a pretty nice sell-off down to there. I don't think I sold right at my price target. I think I sold a little early, and I locked in around 70 something, 70-80% profit. Now, after that, I called it a day. Until I seen kind of price accumulating right here, and I figured we were gonna see some type of pattern breakout. I marked a fair value gap right here at that first candle I market open. That was a pretty nice fair value gap that we had. So I marked it on my phone. I marked that fair value. I do all my trades on my phone, but I marked that fair value gap, and I kind of just waited for price to hit my confirmation. I kind of wanted to see if we were going to break above that and just kind of keep climbing again, or we were going to respect that fair value gap zone and kind of reject off of that. I noticed price consolidating there, so I hopped into puts. Right here, and I ended up riding all the way down to my first price target from this morning. I had the same price target, and I set another price target at 654. So that was my second price target. I was a little busy, so I wasn't monitoring the trade while I was on it. I just set some alarms, and I got notified pretty quickly for both price targets. So when I opened up my phone, I was already up like 200 something percent, and I ended up taking like 200%. That was a really good setup right there. That was a A++ setup, I would say. Let's see, where did I take the next trade? Oh, right here. Now the last trade I took was right here. Also, same thing. I noticed we respected that same fair value gap from this morning. So I kind of looked for price to come down to my previous first price target again to look for another sell-off, because I still noticed that we were bearish. It didn't look like we wanted to keep pushing because we had a couple wicks right here rejecting off this zone. So I hopped in some. I had my confirmation level at. I could check my Discord. I had my confirmation level at. Let me see. 657.50. Let me see where 657.50 right here. So I hopped in as soon as we broke. I hopped in like around right here. Let me see if I could draw it. How did I draw again? I always forget where all this stuff is at. Is it a brush? I don't know. 657.50. I hopped in like right here. I hopped in right here. Again, I had put a price target because it tapped exactly my price target. I put it right here at 655.68. Around here. 655 something. And again, I was doing something at the time. So when I hopped, all of these plays were zero DTE. So that's why I was able to get a pretty large profit back. But notice that my entries were pretty selected. I was pretty patient with my entries. But for here, I hopped in a little earlier than I would have liked. It wasn't an impatient or impulse trade or anything, but I did like this setup. I just hopped in a little earlier than I would have liked. So when I hopped in the trade, I got caught in a little bit of consolidating price action. I was down like 10-20% for a little bit, and then boom, we got that big old drop straight to my price target. I ended up selling right here. You can see in the Discord, straight to my price target. It was when I took the picture, I was up 150%, but I sold around 200% as well. So that's two 200% trades today, and the first one was almost 100%, but pretty great day. All A+ setups, all executed the right way. What else? What else I gotta talk about? Every time you catch some trades like that, you always gotta respect your price targets and take profit. Usually, since I trade options, I'll have more than one price target. I'll have like no more than 3. I'll have 1 to 3 price targets, and I'll size out kind of as I go, as prices hit my targets. So it was a pretty good day today. I was gonna do a recap of yesterday because yesterday we had a really good day too. Yesterday we had I don't know if we had like a 300% trade. I think it was like 280%, something like that, almost 300%. We caught basically the whole run up. That's it. Beautiful day today. Not many times do we get a day where we are presented with 3 A+ setups, but today we did have that. So yeah, tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow I'm just kind of looking for, since price after hours is coming down already, we're probably gonna like pre-market be open up at around 650, I guess. Unless we continue back to the upside, we'll probably just keep chopping, consolidating in between 650 and 660. This is a pretty strong support and resistance level right here, so I don't know, I kind of just want to wait for price to break out of this area before I trade anything else. I don't know, because I thought we'd probably be done with the market crashing, but after we, hold on, I gotta clean all this up, bro, my bad. I gotta heck, my screen, I mean, my charts can be messy sometimes. So let's see, we break back below 650. Well, I already have the arrows marked, but I think we could come back to the previous all-time high at 600. And by previous all-time high, I mean our all-time highs that we made back in December, when was this? February, January, and December. We were making a couple new all-time highs here. And I feel like it's very possible we come back to retest that. We've done it before, just how we did right here when the market crashed. We retested the previous all-time high. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This one. Move on, daily. See? I don't know, guys. I don't know. What do y'all think? All right. Well, that's it for today's recap. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your days.